Welcome!
Wasn't ready.
Sorry, we'll try again. Get ready. Welcome
to Those Two Chicks with a podcast.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Emma.
We're here giving you all the hard-hitting facts today about MLMs.
Hey, hun.
Hi, hun.
That's the name of this episode.
Hey, girl. That's what I used. It was never a hun when I was in an MLM. It was just, hey, girl. Hey, girl. If
hey,
not,
girly.
no big deal. That's the big one.
Yeah.
Well, before we get into that, though.
Yeah, we have
our segment. I wish I had another game to play.
I know. I realized we talked about everything in the first episode.
I'm just going to come up with, like, a bunch of different games.
I think you should.
We should do that more often. Okay. That'll be my task. Because we're going to have a little bit of a break. Well, not for you guys, but for us recording.
Yeah. We'll have 2 weeks.
That'll give us some time to think about it.
You probably should. I think everyone's up to date on stuff, but I guess because we already talked last episode.
Yeah.
Quick recap. School starting.
Fall, buy your pumpkins.
I'm moving.
I'm
away.
Just doing shit.
Yeah.
But kids are starting school, and they're starting in 2 different districts, so that's actually very confusing for me. I have to keep their schedules, like...
Oh, you got them into it. Oh, I understand why. Makes sense. That kind of sucks, actually.
Yeah, but they're both really close to each other still.
They're close, and honestly, they're so young, too, it probably won't really matter.
No. And Lila's preschool, so I don't even know if I'm going to send her every day. I'm just trying to decide that.
Yeah.
So, we'll see how it goes. It is busy, though.
Yeah. So, I'm moving.
Yes.
We got 2 weeks off, but nothing for you guys.
Yeah,
you guys won't even notice. It just, the next episode, actually, I can say that. The next episode will be in a different area.
Ooh. And I'll actually bring the lights to hang up, so we'll look fun.
Yes, we will look fun. So, I've had people ask already, but yes, I am moving. And I'm living with my parents in the basement.
Same.
We're being basement twins.
Yeah.
No, my husband and I are building a house. So.
Do you want to do your fun fact first? Or
Yeah,
do you want me to do...
I would love to do my fun fact first.
Okay.
Fun facts with Emma.
Welcome to Fun Facts with Emma.
Why are you looking at me
I'm
like
your
that?
host, Emma, because you just go like, oh boy.
I'm excited.
Good. Okay. So
I'm gonna take
the
notes.
same TikToker, TheHistorySource.
Oh, okay.
He had another video.
Good.
And I was interested. So this is...
We should all go give him a follow.
Yes, please do.
Yes.
I love him.
The History Source.
He's so cool.
He should be a guest.
He should.
Yeah.
I love his TikToks. Okay, so this is weird medieval foods.
Oh my God.
Actually, just follow him, but don't watch his videos because I'm probably going to talk about it.
I need his material. And then he's going to do a video about you.
Right.
Oh no.
He's like, this bitch keeps...
She copies me every time, but you gave him credit. So
I
then
did.
all his followers
It's the
will be mad
history
at him.
source. He has great material. So this is weird medieval foods.
Okay.
It's awesome. Who's calling me? A video chat from my mom.
Oh, answer it.
Oh, Mary. Oh, it's my baby.
Hi, baby.
Hi. Hi, Callum. It's Mama.
What's he doing?
He's just staring.
He's like,
You were supposed to be here for my 10:30 meeting.
why did it make him sound like Donald Trump?
I don't know. Where's Grandma?
She's not even in there.
Oh.
Ah!
Mom?
What?
Can I call you a little bit later? I'm
I love
doing a
he's not even
podcast.
saying anything.
I didn't realize you were on the podcast.
Yeah, you're on the podcast now.
Well, it's a
Callum.
very moment.
Ooh. Hi, baby Callum.
Mary.
How's my baby?
I think he's fine.
Okay.
He just wants the phone.
Oh, yes, he does. He likes
loves
phones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go because Grandma's calling.
All right, bye.
Goodbye.
Weird medieval foods.
Can I guess one?
Sure.
Slop.
No.
Okay.
Good
I
guess.
feel like that's what they would eat.
Number 1, beaver. So
Is that the one you like or don't like?
I do like. I don't mind beavers. It's woodchucks.
She doesn't like woodchucks.
Hate woodchucks. I was attacked by a woodchuck.
Bitches.
Hate them. So a beaver.
Okay.
The church often mandated fast days, so you had to abstain from meat. But you could eat fish.
Oh. Would a beaver count?
You know, I grew up Catholic, and I do remember, like, during Lent and everything, that we couldn't have meat on Fridays.
Oh.
But you could have fish. Because, like, pescatarians, like, they don't eat, I don't know where that, whatever. But they included beavers as fish.
Well, they are in the water sometimes.
I guess, but I just thought beaver was also
Why would they go?
a mammal. I don't know.
Okay.
They had a lot of beaver. They were very popular.
Oh.
2, a helmeted chicken. So they would mount a chicken on a pig and then attach clothing pieces of armor to the chicken to make it look like a knight riding a horse, and they would do this as, like, an honor. What? But you would walk in there and be a chicken with, like, a helmet and a flag and a shield and be riding a pig.
What the fuck?
I know!
That's so much dedication. What the hell?
What an honor.
That is an honor. I would eat that.
I
They
know.
serve that at KFC. What are we talking about? It's a
They're
special.
famous for
And you
it.
can get it with a butt cake.
Yeah. Number 3, roasted snails.
French
Again,
people.
another fast meal
Yeah.
instead of meat. But it was like, ugh.
Roasted snails.
Gross.
It's better than like a raw snail.
I don't think I want either.
Lincoln's got a bunch of slugs in a cup in my garage right now.
Ew. I mean, it's
That's
cute.
a
Good
bunch
for
of
him. But, like, ew.
Yeah.
Next one, fire-breathing boar. So cooks would use cotton and alcohol to create an effect to make it look like the animal was breathing out fire.
That's fancy.
I know. My last one, frog pie with live frogs. So this was used as entertainment. So cooks had like an empty pie, and the cooks would like put frogs in, like live ones, so they would jump up and surprise the guests. It's like a little entertainment.
Wow.
I know. Very popular.
I feel like that'd be dirty.
Next birthday. You know Lincoln would love that, though.
Dude, he would.
He would love it.
He would.
You better do that.
Okay. What kind of pie was it that they put the frog into?
It just said an empty pie, so I think it was just like pie crust.
Ew.
So they're just having the frogs jump
So they
out.
can't eat it.
No, I don't think they did.
Oh.
That'd be gross.
Maybe they did.
Maybe the peasants did.
Yeah, I was going to tell you a story, but I won't tell you that.
Okay.
It's about a frog. Sad. It's a sad story.
That's my fun fact.
Okay. And this is What Did Jordan Find Online?
What is it this time?
I love Lizzo.
It was just a deep sigh.
Because I'm so disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. And I think a lot of us are disappointed. The camera does not like my face today.
What'd you do with that?
I don't know. Maybe it's because I look so pale I'm blending in with the wall right now. Anyway, so we got to talk about the Lizzo drama.
Yeah.
And this is going to be old to everybody else because this
it's
episode's
September.
coming out.
I forget.
This episode's coming out in September. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll recap it a little bit, but maybe we can mostly just talk about our thoughts. Because this is going to be old news to everybody.
Yeah.
Oop, did your camera just
No,
turn off?
I moved a thing.
Oh, okay. So Lizzo is being sued. I think we all know that about now. For overall mistreatment, weight shaming, and sexual harassment, among other things. Now, I'm pretty sure that these dancers, the ones who are suing her, hold on, I have their last names here. Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noel Rodriguez. So they're suing Lizzo. They were a part of her dance team, her big girls, as they're called. And I think a lot of it, I'm not taking Lizzo's out of it because I think she's a big part of it. But I think another really big part of it is their dance captain.
Okay.
Because they introduced her in the Big Girls show. I don't know if you've ever watched it.
No.
I only watched like part of one episode and I was like, I can't fucking watch this. Because I get that it's like celebrating plus size women, but to me it just feels like too much. Like it's just like, look, this is our personality.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And as somebody who is plus size, it's like,
There's way more to us.
yeah, and I don't want to make that like the focal point of my existence, you know?
No, I completely agree.
And I think this is... Okay, I'm going to get ahead of myself. Let's just talk about this for a second. So, the dance captain is super fucking religious.
Okay.
Super, super, super fucking religious. Like, even on, like, the little interviews of her talking in the show, she's talking about, like, Jesus Christ and all that shit. And she has posted, like, TikToks, talking about how God spoke to her while she was praying and, like, all this shit. And as we know from the cult episode, when people think there's a deity speaking right to them, there could be some little cuckoo banana stuff going on. So she would be very judgmental, and very pushy with her religious beliefs, at the same time being wildly inappropriate and hypocritical towards those beliefs. Because it was like a big joke, and she'd talk about it a lot, about how she wanted 10 dicks in her face. But also, like, try to tell people to be abstinent. And,
how
like,
holy of her.
it's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's
you know what I
right.
mean? And I think it just made a really uncomfortable work environment. And then also, a big thing was, like, they would talk about being a big family, and you have to be a part of the family, and you have to, like, hang out with them and do the things that they're doing, or else you're going to get treated differently. So these 3 singers, you know, would go out with Lizzo. She'd want to go out, and they would take them to strip clubs into the red light district in Amsterdam, where there would be naked performers, and Lizzo would, like, pressure them into, like, touching the naked performers. And they were obviously very uncomfortable with that. And this is very unprofessional because Lizzo is their boss.
Right.
Very weird situation.
Yeah.
And Lizzo and her team and the other girls, they would say, like, there's nothing wrong with this. Like, we're just hanging out. And if you can't handle it, like, there's something wrong with you.
Okay.
Just very uncomfortable and
That's
very
weird.
unprofessional.
Yeah.
2 of the dancers in this lawsuit were new, and this was their first job. You watched that video you sent me, didn't you? Kind of?
No.
Oh. Well, they were just in an interview, and they kind of explained, like, you know, because everyone's like, well, why didn't they just leave if it's so uncomfortable? So for 2 of these women, this was their first job, and they just thought this is how the entertainment industry was.
Yeah.
They were the ones who were fired because they were speaking out about it. And the third person in the lawsuit had been in the industry for 7 years, had worked with people like Beyonce, Janet Jackson. So she knew how things should work.
Yeah.
And when she saw those 2 girls fired, and they were fired, like, publicly, like, at a meeting, in a very humiliating way.
That's awful.
And she was just like, no, like, this isn't right, I quit. And she was speaking up about it to Lizzo, and Lizzo balled her fist up and was like, you're so fucking lucky. Like, she was about to hit her.
Wow.
So, violence on top of all this shit.
Yeah.
And of course, during this meeting where the 2 girls were fired, the 1 girl quit, they confiscated all of their phones so no one could have evidence of this happening. It's all sketchy as fuck. It's sketchy. So they know they're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Obviously, if they feel the need to confiscate phones.
Yeah.
So Lizzo is under a lot of heat right now because not only was there the religious beliefs, the violence, the sexual harassment, Lizzo was also being fat-phobic to her dancers and saying things like you need to stop eating and stuff like that, when Lizzo built her whole platform on being
plus
size,
yeah.
body positive, loving your body, taking care of your body, whatever. And here she is being hypocritical to her dancers who want to work for her, also look up to her.
Yeah.
Like, people want to be on her team because she is one of the few people in the entertainment industry who want plus size people.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of space for plus size dancers and entertainers. So of course, you know, also when people say, like, why didn't they just get out? This is someone they looked up to. Could you imagine that when you're admiring someone for so long, you're finally working for them and they treat you like that?
Right.
That would be a really hard reality to accept. And also, I'm sure this was I don't know if it was a well-paying job, but it would be a good job for their resume.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
So they probably just want to be on her good side as much as possible. Lizzo has not released any statements. She hasn't posted any new videos. Nothing. Which I also think is pretty telling. I am a big Lizzo fan, and so is Jacob. And so I talked to Jacob about it a little bit, and he's like, I'm not forming an opinion until there's more information.
Yeah.
But I understand, because I feel like when someone's getting canceled a lot of people jump on the bandwagon and come up with stories to support it. But there are people who have come forward with stories and they have receipts. Ooh. So let's talk about them a little bit.
That doesn't look good.
There was a, hold on, I have to pull up her name because I'm not familiar with her work. Okay, so Sophia Allison. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's not her. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. It is Sophia Allison. My bad. Sorry, I thought that was another person just sharing her tweet. But the reason I bring up the Barbie movie is because there is a part in the Barbie movie where Barbie goes to Mattel. And she's like, where's your CEO? Because she's looking for women. Like, in Barbie land, all the women hold power. And Mattel, it's just a table full of white men. Oh. And there's no women at all. There's no representation. And it's funny because Lizzo's management team, it's 2 straight white men. Oh. Is that not crazy?
It is kind of weird.
So, there's also racism in this lawsuit because they said that management was treating the black plus-size dancers worse than the white plus-size dancers. Oh. This director, she is black, and she shared this because she wanted to validate other black women, their experience. Yeah. And I'm just going to read it. So she posted, in 2019, I traveled a bit with Lizzo to be the director of her documentary. I walked away after about 2 weeks because I was treated with such disrespect by her. Wow. I witnessed how arrogant, self-centered, and unkind she is. I was not protected and was thrown into a shitty situation with little support. My spirit said to run as fast as you fucking can, and I'm so grateful I trusted my gut. I felt gaslit and was deeply hurt, but I've healed. Reading these reports made me realize how dangerous of a situation it was. This kind of abuse of power happens far too often. And, you know, she, like I said, she wanted to validate other, you know, black women's experience because, like I said, they were saying how racist her management team was. So I don't know. And there, okay, so I wanted to tell you this other experience someone had. So in the documentary, which I watched Lizzo's documentary, I thought it was really good. And there was a part where she was crying because this man that she had like a situationship for years, he like wouldn't step up and say like, hey, I'm going to be with you. His ex-girlfriend posted a video about it. And she said that I'll send you the video if you want to play some of it. She was with the guy for 10 years before he got with Lizzo. And they were, 10 years together, a very long time. And she was with him when the guy and Lizzo co-hosted a show together, and that's where they met. And Lizzo treated the girlfriend really fucking badly. And come to find out, he was cheating on his girlfriend with Lizzo. There were pictures, text messages, everything. When he ended up leaving her.
When was this document? I didn't know she even had one.
It was around like 2020, maybe 2021.
Okay.
Well, yeah, or maybe even 2022 is when I watched it because I remember I was at my mom's house already. But it was recent.
Okay, I was like, I didn't even know she had one.
Yeah, but I can look up the name of it. Hold on. It was on Max.
Not HBO.
Not HBO.
Max. Just Max.
Love Lizzo. It came out in 2022.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it only has a 39% on Rotten Tomatoes. But anyway.
Right.
So, you know, I remember watching that scene and I felt so bad for her. And even like her makeup artist was crying with her. Yeah. Like they were crying. Turns out that she had been fucking around with this guy behind his girlfriend's back, and the girl couldn't come out and say anything because everybody loves Lizzo. Yeah. Like, there hasn't been anything bad about Lizzo up until this point. Everyone fucking loves Lizzo. And at the time that this happened, she had won her first Grammy. Right. And had become, like, a superstar overnight. So the girl felt like she really could not say anything, and she was suffering through this horrible thing alone. And couldn't even be mad about it. And, like, I don't know. I just felt really, really bad for her. And that people make mistakes, and obviously, like, sometimes things happen. No one should ever cheat, but obviously sometimes you can fall out of love when you're in a relationship, blah, blah, blah. And I can't speak on that. But what I can speak on is that for somebody who talks about, like, women empowerment so much, to go behind someone's back or to treat someone's girlfriend badly and then get with the boyfriend, not very womanly, powerful. Well, I want to talk about my experience in an MLM first.
We should probably say what an MLM is.
Oh, that's true.
Because there's some people that have no idea.
I have a definition. Do you have a definition?
No, but I mean, if you wrote down a definition, go ahead.
No, I just screenshotted one.
Oh, well then go ahead and read it. I'll let you read yours.
A sales strategy in which the sales force is financially incentivized to recruit and sell inventory to additional salespeople, and which can sometimes be constructed as an illegal pyramid scheme. One person on top, all the people on the bottom do the work, and the person on top gets the money.
And most people with MLMs will tell you it's not a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
And they'll lead with that, which that should be your first sign.
Which I think there is, but there is a difference in some of them. Like a pyramid scheme is actually illegal. Yeah. Do I know what the difference is? Not really.
Because there's really hardly any.
There hardly is any. But MLMs are legal.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because they just disclose it.
The wording is very different. So YouTubers I really like.
Okay.
That have anti-MLM. There's Kiki Chanel and Isabella Lanter. And they talk about, like, all the MLMs. Some MLMs, you're like, I didn't even know that was one. Yeah. But a lot of the signs for them. And so when I got, like, a message, I'm like, no, I know. I know now. But I'm fascinated with it. Yeah. I'm fascinated with the mentality of it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, so I did what was Mascara first, and then they changed the name to Saint. Great branding, but Utah girlies. I feel like a lot of the time these MLMs come from Utah. It's like very like Mormon kind of thing. I'm serious. Like a lot of Mormon, like a lot of the MLMs were created by Mormons. I mean, good for you. Yeah. And the thing was Saint, the creator actually started out as a YouTuber, like a makeup influencer. And then she created her MLM. I went back and forth on selling for them quite a bit, but I really liked the makeup. So I was like, I'm just going to fucking sell it and just make some money. And I was making good money from home. I made like $2,000 a month, which for someone who's a stay-at-home mom, that's good money. Yeah. But here's the thing. Not everybody could make money like I was making, which made me feel bad. Yeah. And then on top of it, it was so fucking crazy. Like the people that I worked with. There's this girl, oh God, I don't even know where to start, but there's this girl who signed up around the same time as me underneath me. She still posts videos about me on TikTok.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. But it's lies.
Oh.
She's lying about me.
Yeah, sure.
Like she got really obsessive. So, like, if I didn't reply to her often, or if I showed attention to other people on my team, she would get very weird. Like, she was very weirdly possessive. And she still posts. She's still with the company. Okay. And she posts about how much money she's making. The girl's never sold anything genuinely on her own. Like, I could go back and show you the...
Right.
I could see she's under me. I can see her sales. She would actually do trade
doesn't mean
I
it's
did
not...
have to buy a kit.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, like, so sometimes they're like, you have to pay money, and sometimes they're like, no, just come and...
Yeah, sometimes, and they'll do, like, sales, so you don't have to.
And so they'll be very sneaky about it.
Yeah.
And kind of like, then we're not a pyramid scheme, we're not all these things. However, people pay the $100, $400, whatever the price tag is, and now you're a health coach. Now you're a makeup artist. But you're putting money, a lot of the nutrition ones, that's scary, because they're giving people health advice, nutrition advice.
Yeah.
They're not a doctor.
No, you're not a dietitian.
No,
Yeah.
they didn't go to school. They just paid the $100.
Yeah.
And now they're a dietitian. I'm like, you're not though. That's terrifying. And sometimes it's like, you actually have some real nutritionists look at it. It's like, you're starving yourself.
Yeah.
This isn't sustainable. This isn't, what are the ingredients in this product? And they can't tell you.
You know what pisses me off too about the nutrition ones? Don't you think that's offensive to just randomly message someone out of the blue and be like, don't you want to lose 20 pounds?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
It's like,
Take
no,
a fucking
I liked
hit.
my 20 pounds.
I'm fine.
I know.
Leave me alone.
But if you ask them, like, what's the ingredients, what the thing, like, half of them can't tell you.
yeah.
But they're a dietitian. I'm like, you're putting something in your body, and you don't know what that is.
Right. That's
or
scary.
you have the makeup ones. There's a lot of makeup MLMs.
Yep.
And
So many.
well, it's like Saint, Unique, Mary Kay.
Red Aspen does some makeup now too.
All right.
Their
There's
nails.
another one.
There was another one too, and I can't think of the name
There's
of it.
all of them, and now they're
Yeah.
makeup artists. And
Yeah.
sometimes, like, did you even like makeup? Did you know about makeup?
Yeah.
Like, you selling
know how
Saint,
to do
it
it?
kind of made sense to me
Yeah.
because you were a makeup artist.
Yeah.
You are, sorry, should you say were? You are a makeup artist.
Yeah.
But that makes sense to me. Like, I wasn't shocked.
Yeah.
But that'd be like if I started selling makeup. I wear it, but that doesn't mean that I'm a
Right.
makeup artist. I don't do
But they
anything
prey on
with
that because, especially Saint, because their makeup's easy to use and anybody can do it. But I think that's wrong to tell you that anybody can make money from it.
Yes.
Because just like garage door eyelids can't sell makeup because no one's going to look at that and be like, I want to recreate that.
Right.
You know what I
But to be
mean?
like, I am a makeup artist now.
Yeah.
It's like, but you're not.
Yeah. It's fucking weird, dude.
And it's weird that they have that title, but they sometimes, I think the health nutrition one's scarier
Yeah,
for me when they're
that is
selling like
scary.
food plans and stuff. I'm like,
There's like travel
Yikes.
ones now. I think there's a new one that has to do with like cleaning companies, which is interesting. But yeah, it's all just weird. I mean, I will say I've made money off of it. I've seen people who make money off of it who don't have teams, so I'm not completely demonizing all of it.
yeah.
But their tactics and the way that they treat people, and then if you go to like the nutrition side and they're
Yeah.
like putting ingredients into your body that you probably shouldn't, that's where it gets a little fucked
And
up.
then if you leave, you're done.
Yeah.
They come after you. They're like
Yeah.
Taylor Swift fans.
Yeah, they don't talk to you anymore.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
aggressive.
Yeah.
But we have horror stories.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do you want to go first?
Sure, I can read
We'll
my
just
first
read one by one.
Yeah. All right. So this one is from Reddit, and the username is PM_me_a_good_recipe.
I love that.
So this one I had to read you. It's the most cringy, awkward situation that I have been in personally. Reading this, I almost like couldn't read it because it was so cringy, and I've known this, and I think we'll all relate to it.
Okay.
So, an employee at the grocery store I go to, who I didn't know beyond recognizing them from the store and had never had a conversation with, randomly approached me in the parking lot as I was loading up my bags. She didn't say hi or introduce herself or anything, just right off the bat started talking about how she has started working for It Works.
Oh, boy.
It's a weight loss MLM if you don't know.
Get your wraps.
Get your wraps. And was building her sales team. And she spent like 5 solid minutes giving me the awkward sales pitch. This company is amazing. They make great products, just really great, and they work. And they really work. This is a fantastic opportunity. You can make $5,000 extra a month without really doing anything but posting about it online, and who can't use the extra money, right? You know? She then told me her name and told me if I was interested to look her up on Facebook and check it out. I nodded, thanked her, and left with zero intention of checking anything out because the whole thing screamed scam the second she started talking. Thought that was the end of it, except somehow she found out my name and found me on Facebook. Apparently had a friend or two in common. Sent me a friend request and messaged with more crap about It Works. I ignored it. The next time I went to grocery store shopping, she approached me again in the store and told me she sent me the friend request and really would like to have me involved with their sales team.
Oh my God.
I made some excuse about how I never really get on Facebook anymore. I never saw the request or message that I'm sorry, but I didn't think I had the time to take on another job. She not understanding then started questioning me about whether I had any friends who might be interested instead. I said, I don't think so. And she's like, well, if you could just get on Facebook and add me, I can go through your friends list and get some names from there and invite them. And she's like, I felt awkward. That was a month ago. I haven't accepted any friend request, and I've been actively dodging her every time I go to the grocery store.
Oh my God.
I've had that happen.
You
before.
had?
Yes. And it's awkward because it's like, I'm not interested. And they're like, well, what about your friends? I'm like, I'm not doing that to them.
That's so weird.
Getting my friends involved.
So one thing that a lot of MLM people do, so these are just a couple more things that were sketchy from people who I knew. So they will add everybody on your friends list.
Yeah.
Like they'll go through and just add everybody. So there was this girl who signed up under me in Colorado. All of a sudden she was friends with people I went to high school with. And she was like talking to them like a lot.
Yeah.
And then almost getting them to sign up. I'm like, how are you getting this girl I went to high school with to sign up? Like, how do you know her? Like, that's so weird to me. And then, just to get people to like them, they go through and tell everybody happy birthday every morning. Like, they kept telling us, like, this is what you do. You wake up in the morning, you go on your Facebook, and you say happy birthday to everybody whose birthday's today and start building a relationship with them. Like, I'm not going to fucking do that. That's weird. I'm bad at saying happy birthday to anybody in general. And I'm not going to just start being good at it just to sell shit.
But it's like that cringy of, I think, again, what I've learned from like all these MLMs, like listening in, they will not take no.
No.
And it's like, but it's that cringy part. 'Cause I'm like, how can I tell you no than I'm doing right now?
I don't know how people had the balls to do that, because I never had the balls to do that.
No.
Ever.
No.
I'm very awkward.
I could never be like, oh, well, can I have your friends list?
Yeah.
No.
Give me all the phone numbers of your closest friends.
I would apologize. I'd be like, I'm sorry.
So I'm going to read you a really short and sad one.
Oh. Okay.
This is from MLM user. This is from Reddit user creative-airy71.
Oh.
She said, right after my mom died in 2014, a doTERRA rep told me it was my fault she died because I didn't treat her with oils.
Oh my God.
She used to be a very good friend.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
That is so rude.
Is that not fucking horrible?
That is
Don't
rude.
do that.
No. That's awful. This is from metalhead_mommy.
Noise.
So, I thought I'd share my secret Santa gift exchange gift. So, I joined my friend's holiday party and gift exchange, but the person that drew my name ended up working. She wasn't the only one that couldn't make it, so no biggie. We all still had a great time. My friend came by with the gift she ended up dropping off after New Year's. We opened it up, and it's a bunch of Mary Kay samples. Oh. Some of them opened and used. Yeah! I'm very sensitive, have allergies, whatever. Okay, makeup allergies. So, my friend's upset, obviously. She texted her to tell her that she expected better, and this was not appropriate. There was a very strict no open or use products and no MLM rule for the exchange. And she said, all that product added up is well worth over $25, more like $70. And she could sell if she didn't like it. I didn't expect someone to be so ungrateful over a free gift. And the girl goes, I'm not selling a bunch of used and outdated samples. She asked to be included in her Galentine's party and gift exchange. So I've set it up that she's getting all these back as her gift.
Yay!
But she even included like it's little samples.
That's so fucking weird.
You see this a lot. Like people will gift things that maybe they couldn't sell.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, shoot, I got to get rid of it. It's going to expire inventory, whatever. And they'll gift it. I'm like, why would you do that?
You know what I always hated? When people had MLM booths at craft fairs.
I hate that now. The expo is never the same.
It's like, what?
It's not the craft.
Yeah.
It's the Sensies. It's all the wax melt stuff.
It's like, you didn't even make that.
No.
Why
and
do you
it's
have
very
a booth
upsetting.
Right now? This Reddit user's name is Nuanced Fart. And this is their MLM story.
I love it.
Okay. I have personally been a part of an MLM company before 2012, 2013. I was approached by an entrepreneur at an entrepreneur convention I attended while at university. And she swore that she had the key to financial success and was willing to share it with me. Interested, I attended a seminar that the company would have weekly in a conference room where these high earners would take turns talking about how amazing the opportunity was and how they are earning six figures. I was told tear-jerking stories of how they've been able to pay for a parent's operation, or how they finally bought their dream home, or how they've changed the course of their family line and won't rely on working for the man thanks to the company's opportunity, even though they are kind of working for somebody. They showed us how easy it would be by just inviting 3 friends. You get to move to the next tier, and then you just need to get them to get 3 of their own friends, and soon enough, you'll have a self-sufficient downline that will keep getting more and more people, and best of all, you'll be making commissions off of their sales, not just yours. Pumped, and with a fire in my belly, I joined and paid the $500 buy-in for the study materials to get started. Well, it was not that simple. My mentor sat me down and told me to pull out my phone and start calling every single person I knew to ask if they'd be interested in the opportunity. Could you imagine having to do that? Oh my God. So tell doubtful people to just trust me. Tell them, do it as a favor to me as a friend. Oh. Yeah. If they ask for more info, tell them that my mentor will be able to provide more info in person. That made me really uncomfortable since I barely talk to 90% of my contacts to begin with. That would be me. I never text anyone back, ever. So they'd be like, bitch, what? I made countless calls, texts, IMs, and in-person inquiries and felt my soul crumbling little by little. Few came into the seminar I invited them to, but this just didn't feel right. I was hounded by my upline constantly to keep the calling and recruiting, but man, I was at my limit. My friends were avoiding me and my family grew quiet. Oh, I know, that's so sad.
So sad.
I figured I was just not cut out for it, and I ended up quitting and feeling like I was probably just not hardworking enough to succeed. And that's the shitty thing, too, is they plant that in your head. My upline guilt-tripped me for a while, saying, I thought you wanted to change your family's legacy, or didn't you say you were going to succeed no matter what? I honestly felt depressed for a while after I quit. I hated school, and escaping the 9-to-5 seemed like a dream. I thought I had spoiled my chance at happiness. Spoiler alert, today I am absolutely loving my life and have a great 9-to-5 that gives me all the freedom I ever asked for and pays me very well.
I mean, nice ending.
Yeah.
But that is so sad.
It's fucked up because I remember, like, we did a group call once and they asked us, like, personal questions like, what is your why? And for a lot of people, it was like, it's my kids. I want to change my kids' future. And they prey on that shit. They prey on that shit.
I think another one, sorry, I'm comparing to these YouTubers, but I love their channels.
Yeah.
Like, I watch them a lot.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the experience with the MLM because I've never been in one.
Yeah.
But I've been contacted so many times for them.
Yeah.
And it's so sad because they're like, well, I don't really have $100 to spend. Like, they don't have the money. They're like, well, just open up a credit card.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to pay back. I'm like, that is so dangerous.
And you'll make back your money, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
That is so dangerous to tell somebody that. Like, you don't know their financial situation. And maybe $100 is nothing to them. And they're like, whatever, it's $100.
Yeah.
But I can say for a lot of people that are in these MLMs, it's
a lot of money.
Yeah. And they're like, don't tell your husband. Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
just let him know.
yeah.
I'm like, that's not good.
Fucked
You're
up.
already, like, you're getting into people's relationships. And that's just really dangerous.
Agreed.
I don't appreciate it.
I disagree. Oh, wait, I agree.
You agree. You don't want to be backstabbed.
Yes.
I agree. Lie to your spouse.
Yes. Lie!
Open up credit cards. It's fine.
That's horrible.
But like, yeah, $100, I can see where that one, like, a lot of people don't bat an eye to it.
Yeah.
Not saying that's not a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I could see that. Because some of them are like $500.
Yeah.
Or spent
some of them, I think I spent like $70 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can see
and I
where
did make it back really bad.
Right.
But that doesn't happen for everybody.
Exactly.
And I bought the smaller kit. There's an option for a bigger kit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But can you imagine, it's like people spend that and then sometimes like that was their grocery bill.
Yeah. It's fucked up. I wish $100 was my grocery bill these days.
I know. It really gets you far.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no. It's just sad.
Did you have another one?
No.
Oh. Okay.
We just had 2.
Perfect. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week for true crime.
True crime.
Ooh.
In a new location.
I'm going to do an MLM crime.
I bet someone got murdered.
I murdered somebody over some leggings. I bet that happened.
Oh, please. If not, just make it something.
Oh, God.
All right. I'm going to make really bad TikToks about you.
Go for it.
And
People already have.
I'm gonna message you and be like, "Hey, hun, what are you doing?"
Girly.
Girly.
If not, no big deal. Happy birthday! Want to join my team? Just really want to know more about you. Buy this thing. I really admire you, and this is why you should pay money to join my team. You know? So whatever. All right, goodbye.
See ya.